So welcome to the journey to Friends Cafe 2.0. This was the building that we took. We it was a very residential building. We had to break it up, open up. We wanted to create a kind of transparency between the indoor area and the outdoor area. And our main focus was on working with natural materials, meaning we tried as much as possible to work with materials in their natural states, whether it's the flooring, whether it's the wood, glass. We tried not to alter things, not to tint things. So you can see here we had already painted it. Of course, yellow is one of our colors. It came out well with the rough surface. We had fixed the doors here. Everything was coming together. It was like a blank canvas. We had initially thought of covering the whole outdoor area, but we also didn't want it to feel enclosed. We wanted a form of openness to the place. So these umbrellas were perfect. We found them at a store in Zone 3 and we just picked them up. We picked up two of them. And this view, the view of the cacti, like it's so underrated and we really didn't want to lose that view. So if we had covered the whole area, it would have looked funny. Then my guy, Papa was here. He came up with the idea of us even using these white stones because one thing we didn't want to use was grass, artificial grass, because like it's exhausting. It's everywhere. Everywhere in Abuja nowadays, artificial grass. So these white stones were just a lifesaver. And apart from the fact that they just work in between the spaces, they also work with our white chairs because in the former cafe, in Friends Cafe 1.0, we had some black chairs which we sprayed to white, and then you can watch some other videos on my page. You see when we were spraying the chairs, and they came out so amazing. And as with any project that we're doing, we always have to do a little adjustment, and thank God we have a few of these machines in the factory. We had to do it and do those adjustments. That was my guy Shoaibu in the last cut. These now that you're looking at, these are the chairs. This is the framework for the chairs that we have inside the cafe, all like fully sustainable. This is wood that we otherwise would have thrown away. So we've been saving them and then we cut them into bits and form them and make them. So I'll say the execution is original, the idea is original, the fact that we try to make them sustainable. But of course we found the image from Pinterest, so shout out to whoever made them. And yeah, that's the story of the cafe. We got into this point where it's a blank canvas and still it kept looking empty, but we knew where we were getting to at the end because we knew we were bringing in some color with the furniture, and then that wall that I'm looking at was going to be dark, totally dark as well. And then with the inbuilt lights behind the booth chair and below it. So there were some ideas we had, but at this point we're just thinking about that and seeing how everything will come together. And then we had to move into lighting. Our budget for lighting was about 1.4 million, but by the time we got here we had already spent at least 6 point something. So we didn't even have that money for the lighting anymore. So what we started to look at was how we could repurpose some of the lights that we already had. So we had to look into the store, find some really, really, really old lights. We had to clean them up, bought some chrome spray and sprayed it. And we were sure that the chrome worked because the chrome is, of course, chrome is in the same tone as the concrete floor. And then when it's chrome, it's going to be very shiny. So it's going to contrast with the natural materials that are in the space. So we're sure that it was also going to work as well. So yeah, that's the cafe and that's the story of the cafe. And now tell me what you think. Did everything come together?